If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Okay, so I hope you all can see my screen. So I am Mayank Pandey, and good morning or good evening to all of you based on your time zones. So I will be your trainer for the coming trainings, for the coming classes. And if I talk about myself, I have 8+ years of IT experience, and I have my career, fully has been there on the Workday domain, which includes the Workday functional and Workday integrations. So currently I am working with one of the leading Workday partner companies, okay, and have good experience on the working on the Workday projects. And I am also Workday certified, consultant, have holding certifications on 3 of the different modules of Workday. And if I talk about the training, I have given more than 15, plus trainings in my career, okay, since last 1 or 2 years. So that was myself, and this will be our agenda going forward. Okay, so here in this particular session today, we will talk about the history of Workday. Okay, so what is the current job outlook of Workday? What are the salary trends? Okay, the industries that uses Workday. So it is just that we will talk about the Workday's growth as of now in the market, where Workday is being used, okay, and all those things. Then we will directly move to the course curriculum, our course curriculum, where we will talk about the things which we are going to cover as part of this course curriculum, as part of this training. Then we will talk about the introduction to the Workday fundamentals, okay, the modules which we are going to cover as part of this training, okay. Then we also will talk about the things from the ZaranTech point of view. We have something called as learning management system, that is LMS. We will talk about that as well. And then we have a LinkedIn learner community as well. So the link for that community, okay, will be shared by the support team over here in the chat. So this will be our agenda, okay, for the next few minutes, I can say. Okay, let's get started with the topics. Okay, so let us directly delve ourselves to the Workday domain. Okay, so we will talk about the Workday from now. Okay, so if I talk about what is Workday, so as we all know that Workday is a cloud-based ERP platform, okay, that provides a lot of applications to suit the needs of any organization. So these applications include the applications for finance, human resources, okay, and other type of services which will be helpful for any of the organizations. Again, it is purely on the cloud. You don't have to maintain any kind of softwares, okay, locally, or the on-premise softwares. So Workday also offers a range of features and tools, okay, for managing various business process needs or various business needs of any organizations. So these tools are for payroll, for benefits, for time tracking, and many more. It also supports integrations. So we'll talk about all those things, okay, in the coming classes as well. Let's go through the Workday history of Workday. So if you can see over the chart here, okay, so in 2005, it was this particular, just give me 1 second. Okay, so ZaranTech support team has already provided some of the, links here. So you meanwhile, when we will going through the sessions, please go through these links as well. Just explore the contents in that particular link. So if I talk about the history of Workday in 2005, Dave Duffield and Anil Bhusri has co-founded Workday. And since 2005, once it was founded, you can see the growth of Workday. I mean to say the birth of Workday from 2005, and it has grown immensely in the next few years. So in 2007, Workday has launched its first product, a cloud-based financial management system. Similarly, in 2010, Workday expands its product line to include the HCM applications, and so on. So if you see in 2009, like from 2005 to 2019, okay, Workday has also, acquired few of the companies to suit the demands of the organizations, and it has expanded immensely in the last few years. Then I'll move forward. This is the current job outlook of Workday as of now. Okay, so we have a lot of opportunities on the Workday HCM consultants. Not only on the Workday, as we are just talk, as we will, cover only the Workday HCM part in this particular classes. Okay, so here we have just tried to focus on the Workday HCM consultants. So not only on the Workday HCM consultants, we have a lot of opportunities on other Workday HCM, Workday modules as well. Okay, so we Workday HCM consultants earn a very good amount, okay, in his or her career. Okay, so we have, if you see here, okay, if I talk about the job titles which we used to have for the Workday HCM consultants, so we have the requirement, or we in the market we have the job titles for project manager, we have the job titles for Workday HCM consultant, we have the HR manager, senior executive, and finance manager, and so on. So these are a few CM job titles, okay, which as of now, which are there in the market for the Workday HCM consultants. Then we have few industries as well, which are mentioned here, and these are top 3 industries in which Workday HCM applications are growing. Okay, we have IT, e-commerce, and automotive industry. Then we'll talk about that as well. Okay, so what are the different types of industries which are there as of now, where Workday is being used and where Workday applications are growing. We'll talk about more about that as well. If you see, this is again the Workday HCM consultants salary trends over the years. Okay, as of now, if you see that the Workday consultant earns an average of close to $130,000 per year. Okay, so where we have tried to, this is the median of the salary. Okay, so we have the minimum salary and the maximum salary as well. So that's the median which we have tried to point here out, and that is a very good salary if I talk about the Workday HCM consultants. These are some the current salary trends over the years for the Workday HCM consultants, which includes the salary trends for contractual jobs as well as for the permanent jobs over the years. If I talk about the industries that uses Workday as of now, so you can see the Workday's presence is everywhere as of now. Okay, so I believe we have already talked about these things in the past. Okay, and I believe many of you in the from the participants have already joined a demo session over the past. But again, we'll try to cover all those things here again, so that if someone from you is new, you can understand the topics better. So these are some industries that uses Workday, and you can see that Workday's presence is everywhere as of now. Okay, so it is being used across all the types of industries and across all sizes of the organizations. Okay, so I have seen many organizations, okay, ranging from thousands of workers to the lakhs of workers as well using Workday. So you can see the Workday's presence is there in the financial services, manufacturing sector, technology sector, health and pharmaceuticals, and so on. So you can see that all the types of industries, okay, are using Workday, and they are going to use Workday in the near future as well. Now, let's focus our uh, objective on the course as well. So what will be the course objectives? Okay, what we are going to cover in this particular course, and so on. So the course objective is, okay, through this course we will master the core concepts and the navigations of Workday HCM suite. So we will discuss the things from basics. Okay, so for example, we have something called organization in Workday. So what is that organization in Workday? We have something called, let's say, worker profile in Workday. So what is worker, and what is the different profiles of different things in Workday. We have something called business objects and so on. So we will try to master on all these core concepts, okay, from basics. And we will also learn the navigations of the Workday HCM suite. Apart from the navigations, we will also focus on the business process I mean to say the configuration of the Workday HCM suite as well. So through this course, we are going to learn the terminologies, the business process, and different types of functionalities which are involved in the Workday HCM suite. I mean to say the Workday HCM platform. So we have something called Workday reports. Okay, we will also learn the overview of the Workday reports. Okay, then we will also, learn few things on the connectors and the Workday Studio. So we will just try to cover the basics of all those things. But our main focus on the Workday HCM platform. So we will also try to attain the potential to implement Workday best practices. So how this will be covered? So as you know, the trainer who is going to train you, they have a good experience in the Workday projects. They will try to relate the things with the real-time Workday project requirements. Okay, so what should be the best practice while you are implementing Workday? Okay, so for example, let's say we'll try to talk about from scratch, from the basics, and when we will go ahead and try to configure some things in Workday, we will discuss all those things. These are some prerequisites. Okay, if you have, then you will surely have an added advantage in understanding all those things relating the different HR related data or HR related terminologies with Workday. So if you are someone who has experience in HR and recruitment, that will surely be beneficial for you. Okay, and if you have some basic knowledge in SAP HCM or or PeopleSoft or Oracle or any kind of other ERP platform, then that is again will be beneficial for you all. If you don't have, you don't have to worry anything. Okay, we will try to cover all the things from basics. We'll try to cover minute details as per your understanding as well. We'll try to take all your questions in case you don't have any knowledge in HR or HCM, and we'll try to discuss all those things in the classes. So you don't have to worry about that. But if you have if you are someone who have experience in all those things, then surely you are going to, have some kind of upper hand in understanding the concepts in Workday. So who should take up this course? I believe you all can answer this question, very efficiently. Okay, so if you are a human resource professionals of any organization, then you should take up this course, or recent MBA graduates with finance or HR specialization, or if you are someone who is trying to build your career in Workday a domain, then also you should learn this course, or you should take up this course. What are the training benefits as of now? Okay, so we offer the trainings and certification options, okay, to aid trainees in enhancing their knowledge to next level. So we also ensure, so these are some training benefits. So we also ensure that the instructors who will be going to teach you, they will guide each trainee in upgrading their relevant skills and subject knowledge. So if you are going to enroll in the uh, course, you will be receiving the courseware. This courseware will include the assignments, the assessments. We have the activities, the case studies, which are based on the real-time scenarios, and we will try to, not try to, but we will give you all these particular materials, and you will have, like, we will also guide you in completing all these activities. We have something called assignments, when we will cover each and every chapters or modules in this particular course. So these case studies will be based on the real-time scenarios. We will also try to provide you the different links, different documents, which will surely be helpful in gaining the knowledge on the Workday platform. You will also have the access to the training blog and the recorded videos of each session. So all the sessions which will happen, that will be a real-time live sessions over the Zoom, and these sessions will be recorded and you can access, you know, at any point of time. So that was about the training benefits. Okay, so I'll stop here. Okay, I'll just try to have some questions from all of you. If you have some questions or concerns regarding the things which we have discussed as of now, then yeah, please raise your hands and I will take the questions from all of you. So do we have any type of questions from anyone?
Yeah, hi Mayank. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Charu. Yes, Charu, I can hear you.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know the way you said through this course we can have a good understanding and the job profiles we can target to HR manager, workday consultant, project manager, such like that. And it is the similar as for the functional consultant, techno functional, like related job profiles or no?
So this particular course will be best suited for functional consultants,
Okay.
because in this course, technical part, we will cover the technical part, but we won't go into the detail of the technical part. We have a separate training for the integrations, where there we will talk about the technical
Mm-hmm.
aspects of the Workday integrations, but this is more suited for the Workday functional consultants.
Functional consultant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
This is
someone who is very new to the Workday platform and he or she wants to learn something about Workday.
okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And how about like, are we going to cover in this course? If is this a 3 months related 3 months course,
No,
right?
no, not 3 months course. This course will, we will have somewhere around 25 classes. Okay, we'll try to cover in 1 month, 1 month of window.
25 classes in 1 month. So you mean it will be every day?
Not every day, but I'm just trying to provide you some, approximate timing, 20 to 25 classes. So 1 month
Mm-hmm.
or 1.5 months, we should cover all those things. I mean to say
Oh,
5 weeks, you can consider 5 or 6 weeks.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
But it will be like a 3 days in a week
It
kind
will
of
be
course.
it will be 4 days in a week, actually, not 3 days, but it should
Okay.
be a 4 days in a week.
Okay. So we are
Okay.
going to be the fast track.
Right.
Okay. And what about the material? Sorry, not the material, the training. Like any training, are we going to get it?
So the
Like
materials, right?
yes, not the
Yes.
material. Material
Uh-huh.
is different, right? It is like a practical training to work on
Yes.
some projects, small
R-
projects, so we can
I
understand and
think
hands on.
I think she wants to say because that's what the same thing in our introduction video whatever the meeting happened last week. And
Right.
then I seen that there is a something live project training or something like that. So is there something over there in this
No,
training schedule or not?
not that particular specific training on the projects, but we will give you some kind of, assignments which
Dummy.
will be on the real time, right? Dummy assignments which will be on par with the real time requirements.
On a workday portal or something like
That's
that
right.
domain, right?
That's
Okay,
right. That's
got
right.
it.
Okay.
Got it. And
Um,
how long we able to access that workday
Platform.
whatever yeah.
Right. So we call it as Workday tenant. So I believe
Oh yeah.
support team might able to answer you on that particular thing. So support team, if you are there, can you please answer this question? So on the Workday tenant.
Yes, sir. The tenant access will be provided to the participants who have been opted to it. So it depends upon the individual, like, they can reach their point of contact regarding the same for the tenant access. So once you enroll with us, we will be sharing you the learning management system portal. Okay. The access will be for 1 year where you will be having the videos, materials, and other things there in the LMS.
Okay.
So we will also try to show you the LMS platform as well, as you know, at the when we will near the end of the session, how the LMS platform looks like.
Okay, so Mike, one more question. So someone just said we will be provided all those videos for the 1 year. So it will be someone who is going to teach us one on. I'm not on one, but the live classes too, right?
That's right. We have already
Okay.
discussed that, right? So all the sessions
Okay.
which are going to happen, that will be a live session. Okay,
Okay.
and
Sounds
yeah, so that will be recorded and you can refer that at later point of time as well. Okay, so Roman Thackeray has some
Yes,
questions.
yes, Mayank, I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Okay,
See, actually, you said that you have given an option to get a certification. So it's a certified by Workday or what is it?
it will be some kind of certification on the course completion from our side, but
Mhm.
that will not be from Workday, because getting the certification from Workday is not possible from our side, right? You should have to work with some companies who is a Workday partner. That then only you can get the certification from Workday. So it's a kind of course completion certificate which we will try to provide you from our side.
Mike, can we show whatever the certification will be provided by ZaranTech? Are we good to post it on our profiles, LinkedIn, and our job profiles?
So you can surely post that particular thing on your Workday, like on your LinkedIn profiles. There should not be any issue on that. Okay,
Okay, it is
because
like we going to be
ZaranTech,
legally
no,
certified, right?
right. So because ZaranTech has a very good name in the industry, okay. So like I believe support team can answer this thing better. Okay, so we will provide you some kind of course completion certificate, and you can surely highlight that in your resume as well as in your LinkedIn profile.
And Mayank, what does it mean by case study? Is that a real-time scenario kind of project which is coming from the client side or something?
Not on the projects. So for example, let's say if I talk about the organizations in Workday, so how you are going to configure those organizations with some kind of assignments, on the real-time assignments. It will be not,
Mhm.
it will be it will not be something like you are trying to work in the project, but
Mhm.
it's a kind of experience which will try to provide you how you will
Mhm.
complete those requirements from the real-time projects requirements. Okay,
Got
we
it.
have, yep. So we will at the end of the session, we have something called LMS portal. We'll try to show that portal. Okay, we will show you that particular portal as well.
No problem. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Mine, one more question to
Mhm.
ask. Is there any going to be support for our job posting and during the interview? If you need some kind of support with any questions, is it possible to get that kind of support as well?
So we can train you on the as during the training, we will also talk about the interview type of questions as well. Okay,
Okay.
but
Okay.
but on the job supporting, like ZaranTech, it's not a consultancy company. Okay, so we will not able to uh, provide you some kind of supports on your job. Okay, so you will apply for the job. We will just provide you the knowledge which you should have on the Workday domain from our side.
Okay. But not for if we get any project and during the project, if we
Right.
are stuck there and need any support, or we have any questions, then we will not get any kind of support for that, right?
So for that, I believe you should reach out to the support team and they will be help you, guide on that particular thing.
No
Okay.
problem. One more thing, Mayank. You said it will be 25 classes. How long those classes are going to be?
So it will be again based on the, it will be somewhere around 1.5 hours daily. Okay.
Okay.
That's the average, but sometimes it will be again of 2 hours or 1 hour 15 minutes, but the average will be somewhere around 1.5 hours daily.
Okay.
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 Sure.
And the timing is going to be the same mostly?
Right. Timings are going to be the same.
Okay.
And Mayank,
Nice.
it's Monday to Friday classes?
It's from, that's right, Monday to Thursday. Monday to Thursday. For the US time zones, it will be from Monday to Thursday, and from Indian time zones, it will be from Tuesday to Friday.
Got it.
Right. Okay. So let me go ahead and try to discuss on the Workday HCM part, and then we'll try to have the questions at the end as well. So if I talk about what is Workday HCM, okay, so we have already, heard about this Workday HCM at the start of the session as well. So Workday HCM is nothing but it's a configurable software as a service solution, which is again purely on the cloud. You don't have to have any kind of on-premise softwares to be installed or any kind of on-premise, infrastructure which you need in order to access Workday. So the only thing required to access Workday is you should have an URL. Okay, that particular URL. For that URL, you should have the access. That access will be some kind of username and password. Sometimes it is an SSO as well, but most of the times you should have the access, using username and password. That's it. If you have URL, username and password, you can access Workday from any point of the any point or from any locations of the world. This Workday also helps to organize staff, pay, and do all the kind of things in order to suit the needs of any organization. It offers a unified human resources and talent management solution. Okay, and also it enables you to embrace changes by providing workforce and operations insights. So we have something called reporting in Workday. You can literally go ahead and create reports in Workday to gather any kind of information, at any point of time. So for example, let's say you want to know how many workers have been or how many resources have been promoted since the last 1 year. So for that, you can just go ahead and create your own report in Workday. Okay, and it can provide you the quick information on the same. So we have all those tools, and we are going to discuss all those tools in the coming classes as well. And if I talk about the modules which are going to be covered in Workday HCM training, so we will have the Workday fundamentals classes, where we are going to talk more about the Workday history, Workday architect, and so on. So where we will just focus on the Workday as a as a platform. Then will our main focus on the Workday HCM. So that's where we are going to spend most of our time learning the Workday HCM things, the configurations on the Workday HCM, the terminologies, and so on. Then on the Workday HCM, we have these many chapters where we will talk about the overview of the Workday HCM. We have something called organizations in Workday HCM, staffing models, jobs and positions, compensation, and all those things. So we will not only talk about the navigations, we will also talk about the configurations of all those things as part of this Workday HCM training. Okay, so how do you configure all those things? Based on each chapter, we have a dedicated assignments as well. Apart from assignments, we have the question and answers in the form of assessments as well. Okay, so we have all we are going to cover all those things apart from the functional things which you see from the first chapter till sixth chapter. So we have these are purely into the functional side. Then we have something called configurable security. So all the things, all the data which you see on the screen in the Workday portal, which you will see on the screen in the Workday portal, that will be binded with some kind of security in behind. Okay, so for example, let's say if we have a manager, so manager can see the data of let's say compensation data of the subordinates, while the subordinates or the workers cannot see the compensation data of his or her manager, right? So we will also talk about all those things in the configurable security. So we have a lot of things to be understood. Okay, if we want to understand the security, we have a lot of concepts which has to be configured, which has to be mastered in order to understand the configurable security. So we will have a dedicated session on the configurable security as well. So how do you configure all those things? How are these things required in managing the Workday data? Then we'll move to the reporting, business process, and additional staffing transactions. So sorry, so these from chapter 1 till chapter 10, these are purely on the functional side. Apart from that, we will also have a session on the integration side as well, where we will try to relate you with the Workday functional concepts and the integrations concepts. Okay, so we'll talk about the different, tools available on the Workday integration side, and we'll just try to provide you an overview on the same so that you can relate the functional side with the integrations. Because what happens in the real-time scenarios, Workday functional consultants work in close coordination with the integration consultants. So you should have a fair knowledge of all those things. Then you have, we will have, so okay, so then we have something called Workday Job Readiness Program, where you will be having access to a particular, training program. It's a kind of, you have recorded videos or, where, which will help you in your profile creation of LinkedIn, okay, as well as the resume creation and so on. And apart from that, during this particular sessions of Workday HCM and Workday Fundamentals, we will also, try to talk about what are the things which you can put on your resume and so on. So we'll talk about all those things as part of this particular training program. Then let's move to the introduction to the Workday fundamentals. Okay, so in Workday we have something called origin. So origin is nothing but the source of data or the starting point of the process. Okay, so it is used to identify the source of data that is entered into Workday or to track the starting point for a process. So for example, let's say if you are trying to create a report, okay, so that report is nothing but it will give you some kind of data, and source of truth or source of origin will be Workday. So from Workday you are going to create a report and you are going to create the data. So that is origin. Okay, that's the source of a piece of data. We'll talk about all those things in details when we will go into the actual classes. Then Workday, again, we have already seen that. Okay, so the Workday software company that provides the cloud-based HCM solutions. Okay, if I talk about in terms of organizational structure, Workday has a very clear hierarchy with multiple levels of management and leadership. This is we are talking about the Workday as an organization. So Workday has a very clear hierarchy, and it has a multiple levels of management and leadership. And if I talk about the business or organization structure of Workday, okay, so we already talked about hierarchy. Then Workday also has a relatively flat structure as well, where it has a very fewer levels of management compared to some other companies. So because of it has a very fewer levels of management, so it also allows for faster decision making and increased communication and collaboration across the organization of Workday. So we are here talking about the, just providing you the overview of Workday as an organization. So also, Workday encourages the formation of cross-functional teams. Okay, so where in the real-time scenarios as well, once you will work in the Workday projects, you will see that the consultants from various functional modules or even on the integration modules works in close coordination with each other. Okay, so they work together, okay, in close coordination to achieve a common goal. That common goal will be nothing but the implementation of Workday platform to other organizations. Because all the things are somewhere related to each other. And Workday also places a strong emphasis on the employee development and growth. And also, apart from these the implementation support, Workday also provides the training to the consultants as well, trainings and certifications as well. Okay, so again, that is something which is not available publicly to all the consultants or to the public. Okay, so Workday's training and the certifications are provided to only those consultants who are working in the Workday partner companies. So for example, if you are someone who is working with Accenture, KPMG, IBM, or any other Workday partner companies, then you can get the certifications from Workday and the trainings as well. So Workday also, these are some of the core values. So Workday also values diversity and inclusion. Okay, Workday also offers flexible work arrangements such as remote work or flexible scheduling. So for example, if you are someone who is working in Workday And here I'm just talking about something not to the Workday as an organization, but where you are trying to work in any of the Workday projects. In that particular case, you will have an advantage to work remote as well, okay? Because Workday you can access through your laptop from any point of from any locations in the world. Okay, so I have seen during the COVID as well, there was a as I am in in this industry from last 8 to 9 years, I have seen that it was not difficult to adjust ourselves in like during the COVID period. Okay, so even before the COVID period, there was the Workday resources has to go to the office. Okay, but during the COVID period, it was not so much difficult to adapt ourselves in that particular situation, because again, accessing Workday, if you want to work in Workday, like if you're working in Workday, you don't have to have any kind of on-premise solutions or something else. You just need to have a URL, user and password, good internet connection. That's it. You can access Workday and you can work on it. These are some Workday key product areas, Workday HCM's key product areas. Okay, so it has big data analytics, recruitment, time tracking, and so on. Let's talk about all those things in detail in the coming slides. So, but these are some key product areas of Workday HCM platform. So Workday's, big data analytics, it provides the templates which can address the key issues and the HR and finance for HR and finance and so on. Then we have something called Workday recruitment module. Again, recruitment, as the name itself says, that it will help you, or it helps the organizations to find or select the best candidates, to hire in their organizations. Then we have something called Workday talent management platform, which helps to align, assess, reward, or develop their workforce. So these are some product areas of Workday HCM, and we are just providing the overview of those areas. Okay, we are just trying to provide how big Workday is, what are the different platforms which Workday provides, okay, and how it is best suited for the organizations. Then we have Workday's time tracking platform, which is again which will be used to reduce the labor cost, compliance risk, and so on. Then we have something called Workday project, where we can or the organizations can create a project and can link the people, strategy, work, and results. So we have something called where a project can be created in the Workday platform, so that in that particular project milestones can be tracked, right? What are the costing allocations that can be tracked? What are the resources that can be tracked, and so on? So what are the different elements which is required, whatever the different elements which is required in managing a project, that can be configured in the Workday platform itself. Then we have a Workday benefits platform, which helps the organizations to implement the benefit plans for their employees and so on. We have Workday planning and analytics, which gives a complete picture of talent supply and demand, so that people's or the workers can be aligned to their business objectives. Workday also provides the payroll solutions to address the needs of the payroll related queries for the organizations. So apart from the payroll solutions on the functional side, Workday also provides us the dedicated integrations which you can configure to help the organizations. So for example, for payroll, Workday provides a dedicated type of integration which suits the needs of the payroll related things for any organization. Similarly, we talked about benefits, right? So for the benefits as well, Workday provides a type of integration which you can configure, or which organizations can configure to send the data to the third-party benefits vendor. So Workday supports all those things. So these are some key benefits of Workday HCM. Okay, so not key benefits. This is the areas where Workday HCM is implemented. So we have already seen the industries where Workday has been implemented, and you can see that the Workday's presence is everywhere, from banking sector to healthcare and insurance. to the higher education and so on. So Workday's presence is everywhere as of now. And there are many companies who are going to move to the Workday platform. So this means that we have a very good opportunity or very good, a very good future or career in the Workday domain. And if you see here, Workday is global to the core. So what does it mean? So we have, if you see, we have a lot of, like from the Workday supports the organization. So for example, you can create, so for example, let's say in the real-time scenarios, in your organization might have different sub-level organizations, right? Different types of departments, different like or the organization's presence is there in the different locations. It has a lot of teams and so on. So all those things can be configured in Workday. You can literally configure the organizations in Workday. Okay, this human capital management platform, it also supports benefits, absence, compensation. You can create the compensation related data in Workday. Okay, so for example, you have something called package in Workday, right? So these packages can also be configured in Workday. Workday supports recruiting, onboarding, and so on. So if you see this, Workday is global to the core. It is designed for the people, the way they work. So for example, its consumer user interface, it's very easy to understand, it's very powerful, it's very elegant. Okay, so for example, if you go to the user interface of Workday, you will see that once we will go to the training sessions, you will see that. Okay, if you go to the user interface, it is very easy to understand how the way you access any kind of social media sites. It's the same way. Okay, so you just try to search something in Workday. It is easy, it's very easy to search. And it is not something, or not something which is very hard to learn, or which is very hard to navigate to the Workday platform. So consumer user interface is very simple, you can learn it. It's mobile friendly. So this mobile, or the mobile friendly thing, this is related to the end users. This is not something which is very important for us in the sense, the consultants who are going to implement Workday. Because you will be someone who will be going to do the configurations in the UI over your machines, that is laptop or desktops. But it's mobile friendly as well. So for example, end users can go ahead and can access Workday through mobile and can do their tasks. For example, if there is someone who wants to apply some leaves, he or she can go and perform that actions through their mobile as well. Workday has actionable analytics. So for example, all the items which you will see in Workday, you can work on that item. So for example, if you see something if you see someone's profile in Workday, worker's profile in Workday, you can go ahead and perform some transactions on that particular profile. You can create some reports. I have given you some examples on the reports as well. Workday also supports collaboration. So in the real-time scenarios as well, when you will work in the Workday projects, you will see that the consultants across modules work closely to achieve a common goal. If I talk about the technological foundation, Workday is a multi-tenant platform. Okay, so for example, you will see that the organizations where Workday has already been implemented, okay, they are going to work in the different tenants, right? That will be specific to those organizations. And you will also see that all the organizations who are which has implemented Workday, they are going to be working on the same version of the Workday platform. You won't find someone or some organization who is working on the older version, or some organization who is working, or which is working on the newer version, and so on. So all the organizations are going to work in the newest version of that particular platform. And in the real-time scenarios, any organization which has implemented Workday, okay, or which is working on, I mean to say, for which Workday has been implemented, that organization is going to have one like more than one tenants. So what are the different types of tenants or the platforms which we have? We are going to discuss all those things in the training classes as well. We'll just try to provide you on the real-time project experience. Workday, supports in memory. It is in memory. It has something called integration cloud, where the different types of tools are available for to develop the integrations. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have a different platform to configure the integrations. It's just that Workday has a dedicated platform, and not dedicated platform, but Workday has something called integration cloud, where it provides you the different types of you know integrations which you can configure, and all these configurations you will do in the same platform, same URL, or the same tenant you say. It's object oriented. Okay, so you have something called business objects, which links all the data in Workday. So for example, we will talk about all those things in details when we are going to the classes, but Workday is object oriented. Workday has a very great security structure in place. So all the data which you will see in Workday, they will be somewhere secured with the security related configurations in Workday. Not all the resources can see all the data. So you can control the amount of data which a resource or a worker can see or can edit. You can control all these things, via Workday security configurations. Then these are some embedded services in Workday. Okay, you have something called Workday's configurable business process. It supports reports and so on. So these are some embedded services which Workday supports. Then we already have discussed some of these things. So Workday is unified global cloud application. It has actionable insights. Its user interface, it's very easy to learn. It is very agile. So it can adapt to the changes very easily. Okay, so what does it mean? So see, you will also see that once we will you will navigate to Workday. Once you will start working in Workday, you will see that Workday supports, or Workday releases uh major updates every 6 months. Okay, so you will see that, and we will discuss all those things. What are the major releases which Workday provides on every 6 months, where you can find that and all those things in the training classes as well. Okay, but Workday is very agile. It adapts to the changes very quickly. Then we have something called Workday Job Readiness Program. Okay, if you are going to enroll in this session, okay, you will have a dedicated videos which will help you in getting to the getting the readiness of the Workday job related things. So it's a program which is designed to prepare the individuals for job opportunities. Okay, so you will also have the skills and the knowledge that will make you proficient in using the Workday system and so on. What is the job role of Workday consultant? The job role is nothing but the professionals who specializes in implementation, customization, to the configurations of the Workday system. So the main role of the consultants will be, to implement or help, or the assisting the organizations in implementing the Workday system. So it includes the configuration of the system, creating the reports, and so on, and also providing the training to the end-to-end customer. So this will be a job role, as the name suggests. We are going to teach all those things in this in the coming classes. So how you configure all those things, how you build the custom reports and all those things, we are going to discuss in these things in the coming classes as well. But that should be the job role of the Workday consultant. You will be able to understand it better once we will deep dive into the sessions. So that in that session, we are also going to talk about from the real-time experience perspective, and you will be able to understand it very easily. And at the last, these are some services from ZaranTech. Why you should choose ZaranTech? Because we have a good presence in the market as a training organization. So it was you can access this particular portal, and you can see that that it was mentioned with an interview with Focus Cloud as the only company resource outside of Workday to upskill the and get trained in Workday platform when you don't have access to Workday community. Because in the real-time scenarios, the training is provided by Workday itself. The training certifications is provided by Workday itself. Okay. Then whatever the trainers we have currently, they have a good experience on the Workday's implementation side. They are, uh, you know, working professionals who are working with the Workday partner companies. They have a good experience, good certifications, and that will surely going to help you in your learnings. As you see that, ZaranTech hire only those trainers who are Workday certified, and you can see, as we have discussed, certifications is possible only when someone is working with the Workday partner companies. Also, if you go to the YouTube and search for Workday training, our videos come first. And also, we also provide access to the tenant. So once you enrolled to this particular course, we'll also try to provide you the access to the tenant. Tenant is nothing but the platform where you are going to, practice the things which we are going to teach you in the classes. You can practice HCM and reporting. I mean to say you will be having full access to that particular platform. You can practice, your learnings there. So after this training is completed, ZaranTech also provides a job readiness program. We have dedicated videos which will help you in creation of your resumes, optimization of your LinkedIn profile, and so on. Please go through the link which we have here. So as we discussed, the each Workday course, you will get, all the students will get a full courseware which includes all those things. Okay. Then these are some benefits of ZaranTech. We have a good reviews rating over Google. Okay. And also we have delivered many, trainings to the customers in the USA itself. You can find out the list from this particular link. I will leave supporting if possible. Can you please provide the link over the chat? Then this is the LMS portal. I'm just trying to show you. Just give me 1 second, okay? I'm just trying to share my screen to show you how the LMS portal looks like. So here it is. Sorry about that. So if you see this is how the LMS platform looks like. Okay, it has something called just give me 1 second. Okay, you once you go to this platform, sorry, you will receive the access to the platform once you enroll to the course. Okay, at the first you will be able to see, you can watch a video how to use this LMS. Apart from that, if you see here, it has different sections. Okay, so for example, it has a course curriculum. If you go to the course curriculum, it will tell you what is the course structure of this particular course and so on. Okay, you will be able to access all those job readiness programs. For example, you will be able to access all those things, the resume preparation, LinkedIn profile creation, so on, through the videos on the links as well. And here this will going to tell you what are the different topics which are going to be covered as part of this training program. Apart from that, you will have different sections as well. So for example, it has Workday materials for Workday fundamentals, materials for Workday HCM, materials for Workday job readiness program, and so on. So if I go to the materials for Workday HCM, that is the core part of this training. It has subsections as well. So it has PPTs which the trainer is going to refer during your classes. You will also have the access to these PPTs. Once you open this, so for example, if I open this in another tab, you can see the contents. This is the same thing which trainer is going to refer while delivering the sessions. You will also be having access to that particular session PPTs. Apart from that, you will have something called assessments. Okay, this is nothing but the question and answers which you can refer for these topics or the chapters. Then you have lab activities as well. So all the topics all the chapters which we are going to cover, which trainer is going to cover, you will have the lab activities or the assignments to those particular topics as well. Okay, so it's a kind of, real-time requirements, and it will ask you it will have a detailed steps as well, how you are going to configure all those things, pertaining to each chapter. And then you will have a section in case trainer is going to provide you some kind of other types of documentations as well, which will help you in understanding the concepts. So this is how you will navigate to the platform, this LMS platform, and and you will be having the access to this platform. Apart from that, you will be having a section where you can access the video recordings. So for example, here, this particular section has all the recordings of the videos, which has been, completed as part of the session. So for example, here you can see the demo session which was held, then intro session, and then the session like the starting sessions as well. So you will be having the access to this particular video recordings, through this particular portal as well. So this is how our LMS portal looks like, and it will surely help you in enhancing your learnings. So I'll stop myself here. Okay, I believe we have discussed all the relevant informations. Okay, and yeah, let's go to the question and answer sessions. If you have any kind of questions or concerns, please feel free to raise your hands and we can discuss on that particular thing. So Romans, please go ahead with the question.
Mike, you said like you shown us that the PPT where all the modules under the umbrella of HCM.
Mhm.
I noticed that few are from the payroll management, time
Right.
tracking, absence management. Those are under HCM, or those are the different module of Workday.
So we were just talking about the different modules which Workday platform supports. Okay, Workday HCM platform supports. So these are different modules altogether.
Oh,
Okay, yep. So for example, benefits is a different module altogether. Payroll is a different module. Time tracking is a different module in Workday.
so they are not a part of HCM, right?
Right, they are not a part of it, HCM.
Oh, okay, got it.
Right. So with the tenant access, will we have access to all modules or only HCM? So Yasir, you will be having the access or a full access to the Workday tenant. It will not be, something where you will be having the access to a particular module. If you have the access of the tenant, that means you will have the access to you can configure anything which you want and you can practice it. Apart from the things which you are going to learn in Workday, learn in this particular training program. Okay, thank you.
Which means, Mike, like other model we can access through the tenant too, right?
Right. If
Great.
you can access and you can practice it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So do we have any other questions from anyone? Any type of questions, concerns? Okay. And apart
So,
from yes.
so the report, we can create the report and everything. So report, it means like which we so I have experience in the Tableau and the QuickSight. So
Mhm.
it's the same similar kind of report platform over there or what? Report
Uh,
tool.
so sorry, Minesh, I don't have experience on the Tableau or the other platform which you have
Mm-hmm.
discussed, but
Mm-hmm.
but you can create the reports very easily and you can get the data. Okay, you have a
Okay.
task or a tool through which you can create
Mm-hmm.
the report and you can access the data. We'll discuss
Got it.
on all those things in the training program.
Got it. Yeah.
Yep. So support team has also posted some links over the chat. You can go through these links. We have a Workday learner community over the LinkedIn. You can uh, subscribe to that and you can really see many useful things there. Okay. So before the
Last
next,
question, last question from my side.
sure, Romans.
So once we complete the training session and we are hunting a job into Workday,
Mhm.
so we will call as a Workday functional consultant or a techno-functional. What is that
You will
exactly?
call yourself as a Workday functional consultant, because Workday technical things integrations is again altogether different module, you can say, or different concept, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so learning Workday technical aspects of Workday integrations, again, uh, it's a tough task to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's altogether different thing. So you will call yourself as a Workday functional consultant,
Got it. Okay.
but we will also try to provide you the good information on the Workday technical side as well, so that you will be able to relate your Workday functional concepts with the integration side,
Okay.
and you will be able to mention that in your resume as well.
Got it.
Okay, so ASA is asking, before the next class, will we have access to the LMS? Yes, you will be having access to the LMS, but the tenant, it will take, few days. I mean to say 1 or 2 day or 3 days, based on the vendors flexibility to us. But within as soon as we start training, you will be having the access to the LMS, and in the next 1 or 2 days, you will be having access to the tenant. Okay, so do we have any other questions from anyone? If not, so thank you so much everyone for joining. Okay, so let's get back to the, or let's come back to the sessions whenever it is going to be planned from the next days, I can say. So thank you so much everyone for joining and for your time. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
Hi,
Thank you
Aman.
so
Just
much,
to
Mayank.
ask one
thank you.
question. So, do you have any timeline when the class is going to be started?
So that information will be provided to you by the support team. Okay, it will be communicated. It will be provided you over email, I believe. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
And from them, we will get to know like who will be the trainer for us, right?
that's right, Romance.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Mank. I
thank you
think
so much. Yep,
we should
thank you
end
so
the
much
session
everyone.
then. Thank you.
Right,
Thank you,
thank
Mayank.
you,
Yeah.
thank you. Bye, take care.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.